My favourite part of shooting the Vikings is the opportunity to do justice to this culture of people that has long been forgotten in the media, in the TV world, definitely.
We're celebrating a culture that has been dead for quite some time, and to bring that back to life is something that you don't get to do every day on set.
Our show is a combination. Yes, it's an adventure show, but it's also a very smart, intelligent show that explores different worlds, how Vikings lived, their belief system.
We have so much history to tell.
Who wants to be king?
Anyone who's put off by the title, if you think that Vikings is just about hairy guys beating each other up, it's not. For a start, it's about a family who are very identifiable, who are very real, who existed.
This is part of a map of the Roman Empire.
I love the historical aspect. I've always been such a history buff, and Vikings for me is just such a great learning experience about how such an interesting culture came to be. Vikings have such an influence on how we live our lives today.
We've gone to Scandinavia, we've taken the artifacts and the excavations that we found, and to find the artwork, taking the gelling stones and the runic alphabet and the sagas that have been passed down from generation to generation, and pieced all that together to try and present a discursive representation of that time of events.
I am prepared to defend Paris to the death.
We all know, if you read the history books, you can find out where Rollo ends up in history. We don't know how he got there, and that's Michael Hirst's job.
The Vikings had a very profound effect on the culture of many nations around the world. Russia is called Russia because of the Rus Vikings. A great part of England was called the Danelaw because it was run by the Danes for a long time. But beyond that, a lot of our laws and customs come from Vikings. So we're finding out about, the theme of what drives the culture.
Your father's return brings calamity, chaos, tragedy and death.